Good morning, Eastern Stars.
Today is Monday, February 24, 2025. I'm Aurelia.
I'm Mr. Cooper.
I'm Everett.
And I'm Leah.
And right now, since we have our full new crew in, we're going to do a get to know you question so you all can get to know these guys a little bit. And it is, what is your favorite ice cream flavor and topping? Let's start with you, Leah.
I like chocolate ice cream with any fruit on top.
Chocolate with fruit. Okay. Everett?
I like cookies and cream with chocolate chips on top.
Wow. I like butter pecan. I don't really like a topping on that ice cream, but if I was going to do a topping on a different ice cream flavor, I just like good old caramel. What about you, Aurelia?
I like McNair with fudge sprinkles.
Excellent. Okay, now that you know us a little bit, what's for lunch today?
First choice is hot dog on a bun, second choice lasagna roll-up, and third choice sunburn and jelly with cheese stick and Cheez-Its.
We have 2 Eastern Star birthdays today. Happy birthday to Liam in Mrs. LeBlanc's class and Bria in Mrs. McKinnon's class. Happy birthday, you two.
Yeah, what's the weather like, Aurelia?
Rain showers early with overcast skies later in the day. High of 41 Fahrenheit. It might be warm to some people for recess, but everyone has to keep their coats on if it stays below 50 degrees.
Good reminder. Yeah, it's going to feel super warm because it's not freezing outside, but the rule is it's got to be above 50 in order to take that coat off. Special announcements.
There will be some visitors to your classroom this morning as Eastern teachers participate in an activity called Instructional Rounds. Continue doing what you are doing, and if they ask you any questions, feel free to answer them.
Shout outs.
Mrs. Ross would like to give a shout out to Garrett for persevering when he was drawing a dirt bike. You kept trying even when it was difficult for you, and you never gave up. Way to go, Garrett.
Well, I wish we could see this dirt bike.
I know.
I
me
bet
too.
it's a nice one. Another shout out.
Miss Ross would also like to give a shout out to Benji for working hard on his writing.
We have actually a bunch of shout outs, so we're just going to start bouncing them back and forth.
Nadia and Harlow would like to give Miss Richmond a shout out for helping Dakota.
Emmy in Miss Fax's class would like to give a shout out to Shyla for letting Emmy get through on the bus.
Raylan in Miss Fax's class would like to give a shout out to Leah for being kind.
Or Leah, maybe.
It's Leah.
It's what?
It's Leah.
It's Leah. Okay. Thanks, Leah, for that.
Friendly would like to give a shout out to Ryan for being a good friend.
Jaden would like to give a shout out to Huxley for sticking up for him.
Mr. Cooper would like to give a shout out to all of the Eastern Stars who performed in the NMC Children's Choir concert yesterday. You sounded like a choir of little angels.
Look, that's Leah. Leah was in it, and she did sound angelic. Let's give a sports announcement.
The Spartans beat the Wolverines this weekend in college men's basketball. Happy news if you are an MSU fan.
I like the little head shake. We have a word of the day?
Yes, the word of the day today is excellence. The quality of being outstanding or extremely good.
Gotta give Everett a little credit for what he just did. Although to you, that just looks like the word excellence. To us right now, everything is backwards. So he just read that backwards. Flip-flop, that's pretty cool. Nice job. And this is pretty random, but...
Did you know did you know today is National Tortilla Chip Day?
I did not, but it's National Tortilla Chip Day. Let's take a look at that big Albert back here. So he was acting like he wanted to swim around on Friday, so we filled up his tank with lots of water so that he could do that. And he has been splashing and swimming. I think he's having the time of his life. But it's kind of cool. You can see how big he actually is when he gets all stretched out. I tried to fill it up so he had to swim around, but he's so big that he can still just stand on the bottom. There's his little eyeballs. Have you ever seen a frog in a pond where just the top of his head sticking out and that's all you can see? Well, that's what it looks like underneath that. Let's see if we can get him to splash around a little bit. Wanna go for a swim? He's swimming away. Hiding behind that rock. Fooled us, Albert. We have no idea where you are now. Okay. That's where we're gonna send him off today. That's all for today.
Remember to be safe, trustworthy, attentive, and respectful. Be a star. Have a meaningful Monday, and please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.